All right, are we ready to get started?
I'm all set.
Oh, I didn't realize we were actually attempting to play. I will be ready in a couple seconds. You can start without me.
All right. Nick, are you ready?
I am ready.
And Cassandra?
Yep, I'm ready. I'm looking at the map and I'm like, oh god, was I the only one up here? Yep, this is fine.
Yes, don't forget to put your positions onto where you'd like it.
Right. If I recall, at the end of the last session, you said we could position ourselves. Wherever.
Yes.
Who's carrying me?
That's a good
think
question.
Shelby was.
I think Shelby was too. Oh shit, I gotta pull up a sheet. I have so many sheets open right now. It's not funny.
Got stacks on stacks on stacks.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. They're just for show. There's not gonna be a battle. That'd be crazy.
Let's see. Got her sheet, his sheet, her sheet, his sheet, his sheet, her sheet, his sheet, their sheet. That's right. I need Sully's sheet.
Solly's here too!
Yeah, Sully's there. Where do you think she was?
No, the weasel!
And where's the weasel?
Oh no.
You saw Tom and Lush.
Dear God. We're gonna get them all killed. We didn't even warn them.
That was part of the plan. Not supposed to, or supposed to not panic people.
That is true.
Oh,
But
I remember. I lost audio there for a second. Who are we getting killed?
oh yeah,
Everyone.
just the whole, staff, and yes, it's the wandering weasel who just happened to show up here. Because we didn't say anything to them.
shit, that's right. Did they leave Willinad?
Oh no, don't include Will.
I'm trying to remember where I left Wilnan. Where did I leave him?
I don't remember seeing him at the festival.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing him either. Last note I had of him is that he cast some kind of spell to help Veritas not be a chunky boy.
Yes, he threw some dust on me and it used reduce, enlarge or reduce.
He actually did not cast a spell.
Okay.
Interesting.
Did something.
He did
Help Veritas move.
do something to help Veritas move.
Hmm.
Music is frozen because jukebox would be frozen like that.
Where's that damn flume?
Oh, that's right.
Jerry?
We're getting
He'll be really useful in
everybody
combat.
killed today.
Everybody's here.
You get death. You get death.
Actually, yeah, Jerry actually want to be there. There's so much happiness.
Oh,
It's a festival. There's a lot of emotion.
Lump. No.
Jerry, you've been drafted.
Hello.
Although,
He's gonna be turned into an exploding flume.
it's fine. We have so many fighters on our
Yeah,
side. This guy is gonna be all alone, I'm sure. He's just gonna get ganked immediately. It's fine.
did you cast See Invisibility, Eve?
No.
Okay.
Saving my spell slots. I feel like I'm gonna need those.
Oh boy.
Don't mind the rumbling that's happening in the background.
I'm sure it's
It's
fine.
fitting.
Ooh.
Whoa.
That was loud.
Oh,
For a second there, I couldn't tell if that was from a soundboard or something like that, but yeah.
No, that's from the outside.
Yeah.
I went right over my,
And I packed all these AoE spells. This is gonna be great.
Don't you just hate it when you only remember things when it's go time?
All the time.
Very annoying.
You know, like that last stretch of time that's like kind of ticking down, and it's like, oh, I just remember there's like 37 things I need to take care of.
Oh, there we go.
If we do live through this, we have to announce that we are the band known as Eat the Feywild.
oh yeah. No, I mean that's what Eve said originally. Totally.
Yeah.
You can
We just need to push
retcon that.
the patrons of the Weasel back in. Let the Weasel know. They'll spread our name. They'll tell our tale.
Alrighty then. I think I'm going to up my noise gate just a little bit to try and get the the background rumbling out. Nope, that didn't work.
Hey, it's good ambiance.
And then suddenly it starts raining at the festival. I don't think I'll quite do that. Don't want to rain on everyone's parade, after all. But anyway, so where we last left off, you, the party, were left with a decision following your victory over Cryovane on whether or not to stay and help the town from the ominous threat from Stillhavity. After weighing it for some times, and at the plea of Harbin Wester, you decided to stay and ended up having a nice day at the festival. Granted, tense, knowing what was going to happen, but fun was had. But we now find ourselves at the suspected time as Harbin Wester takes the stage. My fellow people of Vandever, we come gathered today in celebration of our newfound freedom from the clutches of fear from a dragon and all that it has wrought. And we owe this freedom to these adventurers. If not for them, we might all have perished. So I say we give them the greatest round of applause that we can, and our deepest thanks. And the crowd will start to clap and cheer for you. As the clapping dies down, there is only one person still clapping. The person behind Harbin Wester. As Still Havity walks out backstage, slow clapping. Yes, these heroes, these fine, fine heroes. Harbin Wester is going to take his exit. Oh, shit. They, after all, have saved not only you, they have saved me as well. Saved me the trouble of doing it myself. But all things, good and bad, will end eventually. And as much as it pains me, I'm afraid that this is all of your end. He pulls out the dagger. Eve is front and center. I think it's time to show you just what the consequences of your actions are. And he takes the dagger, grips the blade in his offhand, and slices down. Trickle of blood starts to drip from his hand onto the stage. It starts to creak and groan. And eventually, teeth start springing up. I'm gonna need you to roll for initiative.
Oh.
I'll have to go ahead and say that teeth was an understatement there, sir.
I didn't click my joke.
Two nat 20s on initiative.
Then I'll have a commoners where I'll just go on one initiative roll. We'll go alpha. Oh no. Oh, good.
We
Commoners rolled
did
well.
decide that Chelovy was holding Veritas.
Unless you wanted to take it from her. Take him.
I mean, I figured Bosch was still holding the lance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Actually,
We can work that out later, but yeah, we can say I'm holding a lance.
We've got a mock fighting with a mock. If she fights. That's big if.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I can
Stabs
just put
Boss in the
anyone half
back.
orc. Was that Jason?
That's so she immediately stabs Bosch in the back. Good time.
Possibly.
With bear
If she's gonna stab anybody, it should be me. Although she's standing immediately behind you, so
Yes, but I'm the nice boy. I'm the good boy who gave her the dagger. Why would they stab me? If anything, I will accidentally help them take over the world.
yes.
Hmm.
Despite your roundness, you are more difficult to hit than I am.
I am much more difficult to hit. Unfortunately, it'd be a surprise attack, so that might make it a lot easier to hit.
I mean, have you ever tried to hit like an egg-shaped thing? Like, if you stab at it, it just like kind of curves around, you know?
Assume that's what it is. It's not that I'm that hard to hit. I'm very reflective.
I'll be right back, guys.
Oh, I'm hoping Miss Eve did not discard the staff that I granted her and is making herself much harder to hit as well.
I've got the staff. I am wearing armor though, so mage armor wouldn't do anything for me.
You can still cast shield.
Yep, that I will definitely be using. Thank you very much.
If you're feeling real nice, you can always try to Mage Armor Veritas, but honestly, there's not much difference between a 10 and a 13 AC. He's getting hit regardless. Did you roll individually for each little tooth thing? Golly.
For each little what?
It's a-
Oh, for the mimics?
Yeah.
Well, I had a click and drag thing so I could mass roll initiative.
What are they mimicking as?
Mostly planks of wood.
Okay. I'm like, they showed up as just teeth. Mimics aren't supposed to show up in their final form. Oh, that's crazy. Very interesting.
My apologies again for bringing this into the world.
They're most likely some of your children.
Alrighty then. Eve, you're first to react. I think I got
God.
Did I get everyone's initiative?
Not mine.
I forgot hers. I forgot Shelby's. Oops.
That's important.
She rolled good. But not good enough to beat Eve.
What?
Lush has a 0 initiative? She's not in it yet?
She's a place marker.
Okay.
Okay, is this
She
me?
kind of represents. I'm actually gonna have her initiative kind of represent like the round, as well as like civilians and other things that other people that are there that do have a turn to take. Albeit it will be
You get their reactions.
nothing.
You know, it makes me really feel good that Still Havity doesn't have a marker in the turn order.
Oh, wait.
But yes, but Eve, it is your turn.
Okay, well,
Don't think I didn't catch that one, Max.
So, Eve, having been expecting this from the start, making direct eye contact with Still Have It, is going to stand up on her feet and get out her vial from the contest and use it to cast Hypnotic Pattern on this spot back here, which should catch every single one of these things in it.
So Hypnotic Pattern works as a cube, so it measures a little bit differently. I believe it is a 30-foot cube, so you measure it using a face.
Yep, never mind.
I mean, it'll still probably catch a lot of them.
Yeah. Well, in that, I'll aim for the ones on the right side.
The right side? Yeah, you'd hit all of them.
Sounds good. Does that include Still Having?
I mean, you can try and include Still Having.
I know it's not gonna work.
It's a charm effect. It's probably not going to work on a being like that.
Fair enough. But, oh well. No harm in giving it a shot.
Alright, so I believe that is a wisdom save.
Yes, it is.
Wisdom saving throw. What is your spell save?
14.
14. Two of them fail. Let's mark it with this.
Mimic not smart, mimic wise.
Yes. The other two rolled an 18 and a 16 respectively. But they are incapacitated, I believe that's what that does.
Yep. Until they are damaged. Ahem. But yes, and bonus action, she will, from her casting, continue filling and grant a bit of bardic inspiration to, oh god, there's so many choices now. But gonna go tried and true and give it to Posh.
Alright. Bosh, you are feeling inspired.
Very well.
And speaking of which, it's your...
Alright. Then I am going to run... We'll say we'll run to there. Is it easy enough to get up on the stage?
Yeah, it's not a very tall stage. It's like a,
Okay.
I don't know, like 3 feet off the ground. 2 feet, 2.5 feet.
Okay.
A simple leap.
And as I'm going past Eve, I'll yell, "That was really cool and pretty." And go into a rage.
Alright, you rage. Go ahead and roll me that d8.
Indeed. Assume that the hypnotic pattern you create is pretty. It might be horrible, I don't know.
Let's go with pretty.
6.
Okay. Okay. Have to get my shit together, apparently. I'm surrounded by multicolored protective lights. We get a +1 to AC. And if anybody is within 10 feet of me, you get +1 to AC also.
That's really cool, actually.
Pretty lights. It's the theme of the night, apparently. As I
These mimics aren't gonna ruin the festive mood. Alright. Go ahead and roll your attack.
I will attack there. Yeah.
Which one are you attacking?
This one.
One on the right.
Yeah. Attacking with a Dragon Tamer Lance. A 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
Okay. Gonna be 16 piercing damage plus 2 from my rage for 18.
Man, there's a whole lot of mess right there.
Yeah, that's kind of what happens when you get weapons with other things. An extremely long thing. I need to clean it up at some point.
That's a lot. And yeah, I will hit him again, apparently.
Yeah, go for it. A 13 will hit.
Amazing. Okay.
For 14 points of damage, you bring the lance down, and you splinter a lot of wood and not wood. It's starting to look rough, you think?
Okay. I mean,
it's
starting to have progress.
It's a mimic. I'm not really sure how to describe its damage states.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. I am done.
All right. It's Chelavi's turn. And Chelavi is going to... I have too many things. She is going to run up with Veritas. Does not have enough speed to get there. I should have put her closer, but that's my bad. And once she gets there, they'll unleash some Eldritch Blasts on... let's say that one. Yeah, that's gonna hit. That's also gonna hit. That's also gonna hit. You watch as bolts stream from her unarmed hand and strike out against this mimic there. Yeah. Unfortunately, not quite close enough to get in there. It is now this woman's turn. You don't know her name yet. Well, I'm probably going to say it at some point during the fight. But she is going to throw a dagger at the one that's to your left, Bosch. And she is going to hit. Okay, well there was just one long rest. Yeah, so she hits. It's 7, 9. Dealing a fairly hefty chunk of damage as you see wood and teeth kind of splinter out from this single impact. And that will be her turn. And now some of the mimics are going to take some turns. This mimic will kind of slaw off and will attack Miss Greywind. Tries to lash out its tongue and gets a natural one. Fantastic. It's that mimic's turn. That mimic is incapacitated. Veritas.
Alright. The mimic that my sister blasted, following up a mind sliver will hit him.
All right, an intelligence save. Yeah, it fails.
10 psychic damage.
10 psychic damage. Nice. You watch as some of its newly formed form starts to kind of just slaw off from lack of focus. Anything else?
If it has to make a saving throw, you know the deal.
Right. Bosh, this mimic that you attacked is going to try to hit you back.
Wow.
does... This actually probably... I think this will probably miss. Does a 15 hit you?
Oh.
As it lashes out, this tongue coming out from the teeth. It misses you and hits one of the lights instead. That's that. Chilbu!
Alrighty then. Chilbu is going to weave his way through the crowd, and I don't know why I'm on a haystack, but I want to be in melee with this dude. And I will give a punch a shot.
Alright, you go in for the punch. And land a solid crack,
Yay.
garnering its full attention.
And let's try again.
Yeah.
That does not work.
A 10 will unfortunately miss. You
But,
go to punch it a second time and watch as the teeth point towards you and it spooks you just for a second.
You know the deal. And as a bonus action, I am going to go ahead and cast, golly, where is it? Yeah, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on my old lady. This is the one that does the potions and stuff, right?
No. That is
Oh, no?
this is the one. Greywind is the owner of the Lion Shield Coster.
Oh, so she's a combatant.
She
Oh,
is.
never mind.
Yeah, she is wearing armor.
Yeah, let's see. Non-combatants within 30 feet of me. Are there any of those? This guy, does he look like he fights?
No, that is Barthen.
And this is...
And that is, you've seen him around. You would know that he is Mr. Stonehill, the owner of the tavern that you've been staying at.
If he dies, will he take over?
I mean, you're not sure how exactly it's set up, but I mean,
This is the one that gives me beer.
that is the bartender, yes.
I'm catching Sanctuary on this guy.
On Barthen?
Yep. There's a backup for the hill. Stonehill guy.
Alright. Barthen has been given Sanctuary.
I love the process of elimination.
Alright. Darin Edermath, you have met him. He's the one that provided you with the brats earlier today. And a funnel cake. He is going to run up and assist you, Bosch, with the one that you are fighting. I'm pretty sure that hits. As he pulls out a long sword from underneath his cloak, slashes down on this one. Ooh. First attack is going to be maximum damage.
Nicely done.
And then he's going to go in for a second slash. And yeah, that's going to hit too. For almost, damn. As he is tearing up the boards, he goes in for one final slash. He has 3 attacks. And hits again. This one, he, with his offhand, pulls out this little dagger that he was using to cut up. And yeah, he does maximum damage with the dagger, and it is enough to bring this mimic down. As he stabs into it, the teeth just sort of melt into the rest of the wood. And there's now a hole. Alright. This mimic now, going to attempt to attack you, Bosch.
Oh.
But that's not gonna cut it. That's worse than the last one. Once again, these lights seem to be distracting the mimics. Incapacitated. Oh, do they make wisdom saves? On the end of the turns?
It just says, on a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration until if it takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake it awake or out of its stupor. So
no-
yeah, it's a concentration spell. It doesn't say anything about making any saves at the end of turn.
All right then.
I had to deal with that spell before. It is nasty.
All right.
Yeah.
It's Tia's turn. Up. God, where is it? There it is. You watch as her form shifts back into that of a dragon. She is going to run up into the fray and attempt to attack some of these things, but that's probably not going to hit. She comes down with a claw, but unfortunately the claw wasn't fully formed yet in her hurry. Still a wormling. So, she unfortunately misses with her attack. It is the Centaur's turn now. The Centaur is actually going to run up to here and pick up Miss Adderleaf and take her away.
Oh, what a good guy.
Seeing that she would probably be the slowest to get away and most in danger. This Grey Wind is now going to go. Seeing that you have provided an opening with the one that's trying to eat her, she's going to swing at that one with her own longsword. And hits... Oh, man! The mimics are doing nothing and the NPCs are doing everything. She rolled Bex damage. With one clean slash, followed up by another. Yeah, that's gonna hit. A second slash coming down. That concludes her turn. This mimic is going to attack Miss Tia. And these mimics can't roll for shit. That's a 3. Right. Ooh, that's unfortunate. This one's gonna go after Harbin.
Oh,
He's the closest one. He didn't get all the way away. Natural one. God. The faintest little light drifts over from Bosch and just barely distracts it in time for Harbin Wester to duck behind the stage.
I just like to imagine that
Gotta be
all these
kidding
lights
me.
are like laser pointers and the mimics are acting like cats.
Alright. Chilbu, Sildar is going to come up next to you and attempt to slash down on the one you're facing. His first swing, unfortunately, will miss. He goes for a horizontal slash and it just sort of backs away. And then he goes for the lateral slash and it just goes off to the side. It misses both attacks.
Sounds like Sildar.
Solly looks in horror and can't do anything. She doesn't know any offensive spells. Actually, no. She is going to run up and start assisting Barthen. Unfortunately, it took all of her movement to get to Barthen, so... Okay. This mimic is going to close in on you, Bosch. You're starting to feel them press in on you. But once again, they find no purchase.
Wow.
Oh, Max. Oh, no.
Wilnan. Going to run up. He pulls out a book, flips through a couple of pages, and words of power start radiating from him. And Bosch, do you have it? Do you wear anything loose on you?
I'm wearing a hat. In fact, the hat of wizardry.
Alright, you'll notice that the hat flops forward, and any loose piece of clothing starts kind of drifting forward a little bit, as Wilnan casts a strange spell known as Magnify Gravity.
Okay.
You see the mimics start to buckle under their own weight. They all need to roll a con save. Two of them pass, but one of them did fail. That is going to be 2d8. All right. One in front of you seems to take the brunt of it. The other two only slightly buckle under the newfound weight. And it's Wilnan's turn. It's everyone else's turn. He's going to start running. And we'll start running. Barth and Sully going to start going.
Yeah, my boy the bartender got speed. He wasn't even on my screen no more.
Well, they're dashing. Barthen, unfortunately, is a little bit slower.
Put him in the 100-meter dash. He'll take it all.
But otherwise, Lush and Tommen, just watch. Eve, it is your turn again.
Okay, one of these things is dead, right?
Yes. I should mark that.
And still have it, he's not doing anything.
Correct. He's just watching. You do notice that more blood is trickling out of him. Out of his hand.
Oh, that's not good. Okay. Shoot. Okay, you know what? Eve is going to pry off one of... Is it good to waste it on? Yeah, why not? Is going to pry off one of the beads from her necklace of fireballs.
Okay.
And take aim and try to toss it somewhere behind these guys so that it can maybe hit all of them and not anyone else, hopefully?
Maybe if she could throw it against the stage up here?
The problem is you'd have to hit backstage.
This isn't solid? She can't just break the bead against this stuff up here?
Up there? Well, technically, perspective-wise, that is in the same square as, like, right here.
Yeah, but it's higher, right? So it should be not hitting the people down here who are, like, off stage, right?
Okay, never mind. If I can't not hit people with it, I'm not gonna do that. Rewind. Instead, Eve is going to cast. I don't really have many area of effect spells. I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb. And which ones are looking hurt and which ones are not looking hurt?
The other ones that haven't been hurt are the ones that you've Hypnotic Pattern. The worst one is the one that's in the fray with Chilbu and Miss Greywin and Sildar. Otherwise, they're all kind of looking sameish.
Okay, well, Eve's gonna aim at the guy, the one who's attacking poor Mr.
Mr. Harp.
Yes. And gonna cast Chromatic Orb.
Alright, roll a hit.
Thunder damage if it hits. That's not gonna hit. Well.
A 10 will How far away is Sully? Is that close enough? Yeah, that's close enough. Roll again.
Okay. Thanks, Ollie.
As she...
Oh my god! Oh, I reroll that ones! Okay.
An 18 will hit.
Alright.
Hmm.
And gonna thunder damage on it? Because why not?
Alright, 10 thunder damage. As it impacts and the crack of thunder occurs. The storm has passed, so I don't think it's good. Impacts it, and it does spin to turn you, possibly giving Harbin Wester a chance to escape, which I actually forgot to move him. He moves. He goes. He leaves. He vamooses. He's out of there.
Good. That will be all. Eve's gonna stay where she's at.
Alright. Bosch.
Yeah. Had a crazy idea, but I realized it didn't work. So I will continue the best idea, which is smacking the things in front of me. Specifically the one here that sounded like is probably the most hurt.
Which one?
What? I should say that probably hits.
Yeah, that'll hit. Do you wish to spend any charges?
Oh, jeez.
Because you did crit.
Sure. I had already rolled all of those, so
We've been doing it so that when we were doing it in our fight, you just rolled it separately because it's an absolute mess.
yes. Yeah, so let's
So roll.
expend a charge.
Yeah, expend a charge.
I'll try some fire damage. Why not?
All right, bringing down some fire. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, and if it is still alive, I will try to hit it again.
Let's see, because that would be 18 plus 9. As you
Sorry,
bring...
was that damage not affected by the crit?
That is affected by a crit, but since we're doing the perfect crit rolls, it would add...
Got it. Makes sense. Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah. You incinerate it. As the fire damage is more than enough to bring it down.
Okay. then. I will go after the next one down the line here.
All right.
Like, whoa, that was really good. Kind of looking at the lance. This one up.
Oh my
And somehow I can-
god.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Yeah, and let's do it again. Why not? You only live once.
You were so close with the physical damage.
Oh no.
But yeah, once again, it incinerates. Gone. Ashes. Damn. Ah.
Okay, yeah.
Do you want to move?
Do I want to move? Oh. You know what? I was trying to be tactical with the whole adding AC thing, but moving one way or the other could make things better or worse. So I'm going to stay right where I am.
All right then. It is Chelavi's turn. Going to hop up with you, Veritas, and swing down with you. You start feeling a familiar sensation to you as you start crackling with this thunderous energy.
Okay.
But she hesitates for a split second and rolls a natural 1. And unfortunately will miss as she drives you down, not into a mimic, but just into the theater itself. Sorry about that. Right. Her turn. She is going to pull out a scimitar and run up and start doing these long, elegant slashes. Yeah, that'll hit. That's a natural 20. And that's all. As these 3 quick slashes rake over the target, or Mick. Making huge swaths of wood and teeth with it. And then will actually duck its attack and run away. This mimic. You punch it right in the schnow, Chilbu, as it would have disadvantage on anyone else. Is going to try and hit you. That is the best roll I've gotten so far, but I don't think it's enough for you. Does a 19 hit you right now?
No, it does not.
Alright. The tongue lashes out, but you're able to duck it. Incapacitated. Veritas, you are kind of... You're in the theater, but you can still see the mimic right in front of you.
And it's, like, incapacitated.
It is incapacitated, yes.
Okay. So... I guess... following up with his sister. He's going to do another mind sliver on the one that is incapacitated because he is not a smart boy.
Somehow. Wait, what's your save?
It's a 16.
19 minus 3. Somehow, in this incapacitated state, manages to ward off your attack. Still not taking damage. Still not breaking it.
Me and Chelavi, let's go. All the mimics, all the mocks. We out here.
We out here. Shilbu.
Alright, Shilbu is gonna just clockwork amulet punch this dude. So that should be an 18 plus whatever bonus I get from
Absolutely hits.
our buddy Tia. And that's another 7 damage. Still alive and kicking.
Still alive and kicking, but you can tell it is losing form.
Fine. So I'll actually swing at it.
Good thing it's that first
That's
roll.
why I don't swing. That's why I don't swing at stuff.
No, you hit it.
Damn it. What? Oh,
You did 21 first.
nice. I don't know why it swung twice, but thankfully first one works. Okay.
Yes. As you clock it once, clock it twice, it's starting to kind of vibrate from all this thunderous energy you're pouring into it, and bits of it are just kind of flying off.
What happened to one punch Shilbu? Okay, Shilbu will stay here.
All right. Edermath is going to look at you, boss, just like, nice. And it is going to run up and to this behind this mimic and do his attacks, which all hit. Swinging his long sword and dagger in this very rigorous and well-trained effort. And you can see that this mimic is on its last flanks. Dead. That is incapacitated. Tia is going to, I guess, will actually turn around and try and finish off the one that Chilbu and family are trying to take down, and does score a hit. Swing down with her claws. Dealing maximum damage, which is exactly how much this mimic had. As the mimic goes to try and lash out at you, Chilbu, Tia swings down with the claw and just rakes it, scattering what's left of it into bits. Centaur is going to bring Lady here, then we'll actually charge back and assist you. Grey Wind is going to go here and swing down on the mimic that's not incapacitated, making one connection with her long sword, slashing into it. that mimic now has a chance to retaliate. Finally, a mimic hits. A mimic actually hits someone.
Had to happen sometime.
For minimum damage, but the tongue swings out and lashes around Greywind, and she is now grappled and restrained by this mimic. This mimic is going to try and turn around and do the same thing to, that's a natural 20, to Mr. Ederman. And the tongue lashes out. And you see that Ederman definitely took a lot more than Greywind did, but is still restrained just the same. Sildar runs up, does his best, does make a hit. Cutting down into this mimic. Solly is going to run up to here and will start talking to the air in between her and Wilna, and just like, Jerry, what are you doing? Why are you here? I rolled for her wild magic, and she can see invisible things right now.
Jerry, no.
And Wilnan is going to of those that are almost dead. Sorry, Miss Arquette. And is going to cast Magnify Gravity again, this time at the 2nd level. I'll make con saves. And they all fail their con saves. As once again, gravity just starts to build up in this little localized area. Bringing the two mimics out of their stupor. Carbon runs. Map. Tim actually goes back and starts helping out Miss Adderleaf. They all go. They're off the map. Elmar's slowly making his way, but he's sanctuaried, so he'll be fine. Lesh and Tommen continue to watch. But as for Stillhavity, my, you are quite effective at killing things, aren't you? But how long can you keep going as the planks and wood start creaking next to him, becoming ever saturated with his blood? And 2 larger mimics pop out.
Oh.
Alright, Eve.
Well, that changes things. I have a question.
A question?
Are the curtains actually parted in the middle the way it looks like they are?
They are parted, yes.
So I have a clear shot backstage in the center.
Correct.
Okay, Eve's gonna pry off 2 of the beads from the necklace of fireballs
All right.
and attempt to catch the 2 larger mimics in the blast. And I don't know if I can catch any more than that. That would be great without catching people. But if not, fine. The 2 main big ones are my biggest target.
I would say the normal mimics would be in range, but would have half cover, so they get a bonus to their deck save.
Oh, sure, I'll take it. And I'm gonna do 2 beads. That is a deck save of 15.
Dexterity saving throw for...
Oh, that's a lot. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage.
Ooh.
And dex save of 15, you said? Despite the bonuses they got, the 3 miniature ones fail their saving throw. But the 2 larger ones make them. As these mimics, finally ready for battle, out of their stupor, get rocked by this explosion. The one
Shouts. As she tosses them right over, still have what he said.
Still Harry just watches them go by. The one that Greywind and Tia were fighting is a puddle now. Dead. Take half damage, which is 15. Still have it, he just looks at you and smiles.
Also going to go pile a little bit and give bardic inspiration to this poor man over here who is all by himself and grappled.
Yes. Alright, he is feeling inspired. Alright, Bosch. There was a huge explosion in front of you. Nice.
If it's gonna hit that, it's gonna hit me too.
Oh, that mimic is just outside, as well as you.
Okay.
Basically measuring from that orb. Also, the stage is on fire.
Oh, stage is on fire. That's great.
It's made of wood, and you threw a fireball.
Sorry. Eve shouts.
This might actually be a good thing because the mimics are also made of wood. They're made of the stage.
Are they gonna get burnt?
I don't know. If there's no more stage, can he make any more mimics?
Ooh.
Questions.
Indeed. Oh boy. These ones came up from his blood. But here's a question. Still have it? He look like he's strong?
It did not look like that fireball phased him.
That's not what I'm asking. Does he look like he's strong, like physically?
Physically, he's actually kinda He is kind of skinny.
Then it's time to do something stupid. I think what I would like to do is rush up and see if I can knock him over.
You go to push him.
Yeah.
All right. You go to push him. Make me a deck save.
Absolutely. I should get advantage because I can see, right? Varying things or no?
It's more what you don't see, so no.
Okay.
On this
That's fine.
on this particular instance, no. But you do manage to keep your balance as you go right through him.
Oh, amazing.
But you did get a little bit of his blood on your pants.
Oh no, pants mimic!
That sounds like the worst mimic to have to deal with.
Your pants grow teeth and start attacking you!
Oh no.
Here's another thing. How much blood is on the ground?
You look down and you do see that there is actually a pool that has been kind of slowly seeping its way backstage. Seems
Okay.
to be pooling up right
Well,
here.
I'm assuming that
A little bit of it got
having attacked
blown away from the fireball, but they're still pooling there.
having attacked once, I need to. My action is attacking, so let me go ahead and do another attack. On arbitrarily that mimic.
All right.
Just see what happens.
That's also maximum. You just did maximum damage. Too.
Sting, is that you?
My god.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
So that's
I'm gonna pay for this later.
31 points of damage from the physical alone. Do you want to spend a charge?
As I said, you only live once. I'm gonna spend a charge against the massive mimic.
Jesus.
Complete ridiculousness.
Oh my god.
You pirouette almost, swinging around with this great force after passing through Stillhavity, and you drive your lance into it. There's this huge explosion that backblasts out of the mimic. It is barely alive.
Okay.
Wow. You almost one-shotted it.
This is what we do.
Jeez.
And I guess I am. I'm gonna stay backstage. Apparently.
All right. This jump is too goddamn 3 in a row. It's nuts. Chelemy is actually going to run to here. And Veritas, you hear her utter a word in a language I don't think you know. Yeah, I don't think you know this one.
Yeah, if it's not deep, Gith, or undercommon.
And they all need to make con saves against her Word of Radiance. Alright. Sure, now I roll hot. They all pass. Or actually, does that one pass? Nope, that one fails by 1. Alright, the big one. Buddy, ends up taking some damage from a single word. And Bosch, you notice that one, the blood coming off of that one almost seems to boil just a little bit. This one is going to... She will run up with her short sword, or scimitar I should say, and swing down. Is that enough? It is. It is just enough with Ederman standing there and is able to slash into this mimic, finishing it off, releasing the Ederman. And she's going to run a little bit long stage and throw out another dagger at there. Which does find purchase. And scatters this one into goo as well. This big mimic with this huge cavernous hole that's trying to reform is just going to try and fall onto you, Bosch.
That's fair.
But that's not gonna hit his. 16.
16 will not hit. Or pretty lights are distracting it.
It falls on you, and you're standing in the hole you made.
Oh no.
That mimic is dead. Veritas.
Okay. Is Veritas able to see the big mimic that Bosch thoroughly destroyed in a single hit?
Yes.
Just giving Bosch a little bit of extra help there, he is going to spend a sorcery point and use Dissonant Whispers on that big mimic.
Are you attempting to quicken it, or...?
No. So I can use a sorcery point instead of a spell slot.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So it's going to be a level 1.
Alright, so a wisdom saving throw from that one.
Yeah.
It fails, and it dies. It had 2 HP left.
Oh,
You
All right then.
thoroughly rocked its world, Bosch. And as it collapses around you, Bosch, it just slowly dissolves into goo. Anything else, Veritas?
No, that is it.
Right. This mimic is going to try and lash out at Celebi, being the one in reach. That's probably that hit. Actually does find purchase on Celebi. As the tongue lashes out and does wrap around her. Chillboo.
Yeah, Chilbu's gonna flutter up and fight the mimic that's trying to eat Sword Lady.
Alright, go ahead and throw your punches. A 14
Wow.
hits, but an 11 misses.
All right. Well, that happened.
Crack into the side of this creature. Any bonus actions?
We ate some sort of food that gave us 10 hit points. Am I going crazy?
Yes.
Then no bonus actions.
Actually, no, it wasn't temp HP. You got, it was Hero's Feast. You're kind of on the last dregs of it. It's not actually temp HP,
well
it's
then-
an increase to your maximum HP.
Alright, well then I'll use my my thingy.
Right.
I'll use my defensive field.
Right? Ederman, no longer restrained by the creature's tongue, is going to run up just like... and will attempt to slash into the big one. That'll hit. That'll hit. Will that hit? Yes, that'll hit. Once again, 3 quick slashes going across. Cutting off a fairly sizable chunk off this mimic. But it is now its turn, and it will attempt to devour Mr. Ederman. You watch as its tongue wraps around Ederman and tries to pull it in for a bite with advantage. And yeah. Watch as this huge mimic crunches down on Ederman. And you hear this faint hissing and popping as it looks like there is acid leaving pot marks in his armor. Rushing past you, Eve, a centaur charges the big mimic at full speed. Oh yeah, that's gonna hit, and this is going to hurt. Because he got a running start. Slashing down with his pike on this big mimic here. Tia is kind of crowded. It's going to run up and attempt to assist the one that you're trying to punch, Chilbu. And it does make contact. Once again, doing exactly how much hit points it had left. Slashing down, releasing Celebi. Greywind is going to... I'm going to start deleting tokens. To come
Smart
up,
idea.
come up and swing down on this big mimic and connects with her long sword once. slashing down into it. It's looking pretty rough. Sildar running up. Is he actually going to get someone? Nope. On his first swing. On his second swing, however, he does connect, driving his blade into the beast and bringing it down. Etterman kind of crashes down to the ground, breathing a little heavily.
Is Bosch standing in the middle of a fire?
We'll get to that.
Oh no.
Probably.
Solly continues to berate Jerry, just like, Jerry, it's dangerous. Will Nan do anything at this point? Can Miss Eve, if you'd like to feel a bit more secure, I can assist.
Don't worry about me. Protect the others. They need protecting more than me.
All right. He is going to prepare a spell if any more come out. Arthur finally gets away.
Eh.
And still Habity. Wow, you are very, very skilled. I think I chose correctly. But I'm afraid it is time for the curtain call. This is goodbye for now, but I'll see you all in Waterdeep. Doodles. Doodles. And he vanishes. But Bosch, you hear a creaking behind you.
Okay.
And as you turn around, the entirety of the backstage folds up into a grin.
I'm sure this is fine.
An on fire grin?
There are flames licking up around, but it's not quite there yet. Eve.
Ooh, can I see the big boy?
Oh yeah. It's almost like the backstage just kind of curls up. You can see it actually caught parts of it over the top of the banister. It is a big boy.
Oh lord. Heads up, fellas! She'll dash forward a little bit, try to climb onto. Can she climb on stage?
Yeah, you'll find.
And we'll cast Yeah, go big or go home, I guess. She will cast Chromatic Orb at 3rd level this time.
3rd level, alright.
Hit.
18 will hit.
Oh, good. Okay. What? Why did it say 1st level? I'm rolling from here.
Oh, it says cast at 3rd level.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Alright, roll that damage. Ooh, yeah. Acting with a loud cracking kaboom. It recoils a bit before looking at you, Eve. Gosh. This is a big one.
Imagine I was facing forward, kind of like, Eve, what are you shooting at? Oh no. Turning around. And yeah, there is one logical recourse, and that is going to be stabbing with the lance.
Alright. Stab with the lance.
Yeah.
A 14 just hits this one.
Just hits. Okay. Yeah, and yeah, turning around, give it a stab. This one seems like it didn't pierce in as much, so I'm going to try to back a little bit and then really lean into it with the 2nd strike.
Alright. Oh yeah, that'll connect.
Yeah. Even though it's not a critical, let's go ahead and add some even more fire to that.
Alright, even more fire.
Help me out, guys.
The creature writhes in this fire, whipping boards and props all around. It is this mimic's turn now.
No.
The boards lash out at you, Bosch. Does a soft 20 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Alright. Is 10 bludgeoning damage, and the board wraps around you, and you're now grappled by it.
Okay.
But another board is going to come out and try and whip around you once more. It's a soft 20.
Yeah.
Or actually, he has advantage now. That's even more. That's 25. Another 12 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then
Using that 6.
and then it's going to lean down and try to take a bite out of you.
Hmm?
That is a natural 20.
Yep.
.24 piercing damage.
Hmm?
And 19 acid damage.
Okay, which I do not reduce.
You're not that kind of barbarian.
Nope. Not doing so great, guys.
Yeah. The boars just lift you into its mouth, crunches down on you. You feel pot marks on your skin as the acid saliva burns into you. It is Chelavi's turn. Chelavi is going to cast Hold Monster. It will make a wisdom saving throw. It fails. Now is your chance. This woman right here is going to run up, and because it is paralyzed, it cannot resist and will pull you out of its grip. Bosh.
Thanks, lady.
No problem. And then we'll run up over here. Veritas.
All right. And Veritas is going to do a... Is this thing considered restrained, or is it...
It is paralyzed.
So, all attack rolls get a automatic crit, right? On paralyzed?
It is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
If it's in 5 feet, got it.
Attack rolls do have advantage at any range, though.
Alright then. If that is the case, then a third level Scorching Ray is going to be coming out.
Alright. Roll your 2 hits at advantage. That's a hit. That's a hit. That's a super hit. And that's a hit. So,
And
how do you want to do it?
and
I'm actually certain that with minimum damage you'd kill it.
okay.
Like if every single one of them was a 1, which is statistically improbable. But yeah.
So Veritas, you see all these like rays of light coming in and firing into this thing one after another.
It is unable to move, but it slowly burns away.
And with the final beam, as it looks like it's about to just die, Veritas pauses for a moment, and then the final beam fires.
It is incinerated. Right.
Jelbu casts prestidigitation on the floor. Make sure there's no more blood.
Ooh, to help me out here with my pants.
That's fair.
Yes.
Never mind, I can get it, and I will cast prestidigitation on my pants.
Well, my children be like that.
If they are, we can burn them.
Only they are commanded to.
I see. With a kind of like a almost like a relief in his exile of air.
You all hear in your minds, "Wow, you guys did it!"
Yeah, we were doing real well until I wasn't doing too well. But I think I'm good.
With Josh's pistol.
Greywind raised her sword, just like, what the hell is that thing?
It's alright! Alright, it's alright! He's fine!
Also, there's a dragon.
Yeah, that's
Kill
okay
the
too!
dragon! Kill the floof!
What the hell is a flump?
That thing!
Jerry's cool. Don't worry about him.
Hi, I'm Jerry.
They spontaneously explode! Don't trust it!
Just
Do I explode?
Jobu glares.
I think maybe stay away from open flame. You'll be good. Which should probably back off if the stage is on fire.
Eve is healing up Bosch.
Oh, thanks.
Who else is looking real bad? Is this guy okay?
He can pay for his own medical expenses with how much he charges us for funnel cake.
Oh, that's okay too. Oh,
Fire, guys.
Whoops. Everyone, evacuate the stage! Sorry about that!
Oh no, I'm Jerry.
Smells kinda nice.
Okay, you can deal with it then. Oh, Tia, maybe your old breath will help?
I'm afraid I do not yet have the ability to breathe like that.
Oh, okay. Well, don't feel bad, neither can I.
Eve peeks around the back of the stage. Are there any nearby trees or shrubs or anything that will totally catch fire from the stage's fire?
No, not really. It's a lot more clear than what's on the map, because this is happening in the town square, so it's actually fairly clear.
Sister,
Yes.
if you have some free time, can you help me with my shape-shifting? I would like to adopt a more stable humanoid form.
I can assist with that. Yes.
Thank you.
Is it over? You hear a Wester say.
Stage is still on fire, but we're not fighting anymore.
Oh, thank heavens.
So, am I not remembering things right, or did he say he'd see us in Waterdeep?
Waterdeep? Why? Why Waterdeep?
Does Waterdeep have a lot of things to eat?
Yes, the best things, but that's not really the point right now. Why on earth is he... Why, I'm for you, is he going to Waterdeep?
Maybe because there's a lot of things to eat.
Uh,
If you want, you can roll a history check to rack your brain about some things. Eve. Being a native of Waterdeep.
Well,
14. With what he just did, animating the stage, you're worried he might animate something bigger.
oh no.
I assume you're up to date on your Waterdeep lore, right?
Up to date enough.
Alright.
Oh god. Huh. Oh lord. Okay, one thing at a time. Is everyone okay? Who's hurt?
I'm a little hurt, but I'll be fine, Ederman says.
Is he putting up a front right now? Does he look like he's actually kind of dying?
He does have puncture marks that went through his armor, as well as a few still smoldering pieces from the acid. I should probably take this off.
Yeah, I definitely recommend that. Here, let me help you out a little bit.
Thank you kindly, ma'am.
you probably want to wash off that knife before you chop any more sausages with it.
Kind of looks at the knife. I think I'll just and he tosses it back onto the stage. I think I'll just leave it there.
To you, it's like a good knife.
Yeah, knives come and go. But man, your lance. Saw you blow a hole through through that big thing. Like a
Yeah, I got pretty lucky, I think.
like a frickin' maniac up there.
But the crazy thing is, this thing's even better against dragons.
I could have done better.
Just go back to the pipe. Oh no.
Well, Veritas, you did end up killing it.
Proudly wiggles.
Ah, yes. Chillaboo. I understand that you are looking for some form of payment. I'm
Yes.
afraid I don't have much left to offer you. Except for, except for this. And he hands you a piece of paper. Do you unfurl it?
Yes.
It is a deed to a building in Neverwinter. An old business venture I once had in Neverwinter. It didn't really work out. But I still held on to the property. Yours to do with as you wish.
Jubba would be, he wouldn't say anything. He would just, kind of tuck it away and start walking off.
Veritas is going to specifically only talk with, or send a talk with E, send a mind link. Miss Eve,
Yes, Veritas.
I have some news.
News. What kind of news? Good news.
I'm a father.
What? You did it!
Yeah.
Eve grins. And is Chalabi still holding Veritas?
Would you like to?
If you don't mind.
Well, here you are.
Eve grabs Veritas and swings him in a congratulatory circle.
Hey,
Hey, congratulations! Wow, I can't believe it! That was your ultimate goal, wasn't it?
yeah. It'll be about a year before they hatch.
Oh, wow. Well, that must be amazing for you. How are you feeling?
Feeling way lighter and happy.
That makes sense. Well, I'm glad for you, buddy. You deserve a bit of good luck. I have a favor to ask of you in a minute. If that's all.
All right.
Maybe once things have died down a little bit.
If you ever want to see the kids, I had them at the first cave we ever went to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I would be excited to see them. But I think maybe that will have a little while.
Yeah.
He kind of looks up at Chalabi as well. And nods to her and says, Thank you, Chalabi. That must have been a very uncomfortable situation for you.
It was, but it also wasn't.
Oh,
They may have been born like me, but they were not like me. Like us.
yeah, I got that feeling. Still, I doubt dear old Dad is going to be too happy about all that.
If he didn't want me to be here, he would have told me not to be here.
Well, can't argue with that logic, but still. We appreciate it. Kind of pats Chalabi on the arm.
Thank you.
While we have secret sword conversations, Bosch walks over to Mystery Scimitar Lady. We're like, wanted to say thanks, but did I call you something aside from their sword lady?
You may call me Miss Thornton.
Thornton, okay. Thanks, that was, agree with that, too. Thanks for pulling me out of the thingy.
You were in the way.
Yeah. Okay. Good talk.
And of course, thank you.
Yeah, mention it.
Not everyone can blast a hole in someone like that.
I think I got lucky tonight. It was more than I usually do.
Hmm. Well, if you're ever wanting to talk some more, you can find me at the Miners Guild, just down the street there.
Oh yeah.
We could
I'll,
use some strong, strapping lads like yourself.
What, for mining?
Or other things.
Okay. I mean, it might be kind of weird because the rest of the group isn't really into that kind of stuff.
Oh, are all of you
See-
close?
We're getting there. I think more like that. I mean, they're strong, but they're not physically strong. I mean,
An endurance issue. Well, they'll get there eventually. Anyway,
Okay.
I must be off to my duties. It was fun evening, though.
yeah. Take care. I guess I'll see you around.
Goodbye.
Bush is not sure what just happened.
He's looking around again at the group and does a double take and is like, "What? Where did Chilbu go? Hey, did any of you guys see Chilbu?"
He
Oh,
was asking for money and then left.
he got real sad and walked away.
Oh, he got sad? Huh. Did you see which way he went?
No.
Alright, well, thank you anyway for your insight, Jerry. But did you see which way he went?
No, but I bet first place I would look is probably the bar.
Good call. Hope he's okay. I'm gonna
I
try
hope
and
so too.
Right? You head off to the bar. Do they find you at the bar, Chilbu?
Was there anyone to serve children with beer at the bar?
You do find that Jim is back behind the counter upon further inspection. And he kind of looks up at you, just like, "Are they gone?"
Yeah. Stage is dead.
Oh, but those things are too, right?
We cleaned it, so there shouldn't be any more.
Oh, that's good. He pulls out a glass and pours himself a drink. I'm gonna need one of these. You?
You have a bottle of something stronger than ale?
Yeah. Yeah, here. He pulls out a bottle, a dark amber bottle of whiskey. Pours you a glass. All right. To surviving.
Jobu puts 30 gold on the bar and takes the glass and the bottle.
Oh, I mean, you know it's on the house, right, for saving us?
You guys got some rebuilding to do.
I mean, we built the stage in a day, and luckily it was rather isolated. Didn't
Jobu goes back and takes his gold back, and then stomps away.
As you exit the tavern, you see your friends walking over.
Jobu has shotgunned the glass and left that in the bar, and is just walking with the bottle. Hey, guys.
Chill.
Hey, getting it early, huh?
Hello. Where is it? Jobu now has pistol in one hand and bottle in the other.
Veritas had made a greeting similar to Jerry.
Oh, that is terrible.
Jobu takes a swig and brandishes his pistol in every direction.
No, but I don't think that's necessary anymore. As he like walks over and tries to like push his gun down.
Jobu's not in the mood to fight it, so she can take the pistol if she wants to. But he does take another swig.
She just kind of tucks it into his belt. Are you okay? We were worried about you when you disappeared.
Celebrating.
Huh.
Does Chilbu look happy?
You asking the DM? Who you asking?
Well,
Yes. Well, the DM or Chilbu, I don't know.
well, is it obvious,
Chilbu.
Chilbu?
Chilbu's pretty drunk.
Already?
I mean, he's used to ale.
I guess it's kind
he
of
had a
little
purpose.
too. Oh.
And
Maybe,
this is the night that we already had we had the drinking competition earlier tonight, so it's not like this is
True.
my first drink.
We should share the bottle here. And we can share, right?
Shilpa takes an extra long swig and then passes it over.
Is there just one glass for Chilbu?
I did,
Oh, I mean, we're in the street in front of the bar right now. I
Oh,
walked
we're in
out
the street in
and
front.
found
So
you guys.
yeah. Okay. Then
It's always the
Boss
big
will take a swig.
cup, the golden mug.
It's kind of a big cup for whiskey.
Shilpa's in the bag of holding, trying to pull the mug out.
Oh no.
That's you could probably take a whiskey bath in that cup.
Oh god.
Yeah, I would definitely take a swig of the bottle and pass it on to, I guess, to Eve, which is the only humanoid with us. I guess Chelavi might be with us, and also Tia.
yes, Chelby and
I
Tia
don't know.
are the only ones that have come with you. Everyone else has kind of gone on to their own groups.
I'll offer it to whoever. That's it.
Both Tia and Chalabi will decline. Tia will say just like, I'm not old enough. And Chalabi will be, it doesn't really do anything for me.
Eve takes it and just kind of curls her lip a little bit and looks at Veritas, who I guess is still in her hand, and is like, "You want some?"
Thank you.
Sorry, that cut out a little. Was that a yes or no?
No, thank you. I have to set a good example.
Oh. You're already doing great. She will go to hand it back to Chilbu and then pause and tilt her head a little bit, and then shrug and hand it back to Chilbu.
Chopu will crawl out of the giant mug and come get it.
Oh my god.
There's this noticeable popping noise as it comes free of the bag of holding.
Well, that's good.
You're a
We
little
ended up
farther than
outside instead of inside. Hmm. Well, we're business owners now?
Say what?
Gar?
Chobo will pull the deed out and hand it to Eve, and then take another giant swig.
Eve will immediately start reading it. Does it say what kind of business it is or anything about the property?
It says Wester Trading Post was the name of the business.
But Mr. Wester just gave you his building?
Guess he ran out of gold and just had to give us that instead.
Wow,
Assets are assets.
that was kind of him. That's interesting. You guys ever think of starting a business?
We could start a hot dog stand. I guess that's more of a mobile thing. Maybe not a hot dog stand in a building. I don't know. I don't know anything about running a business. That's or do any of you know about that?
I mean,
Your folks have got a store, right?
You're right, you guys should go sell it, and then we could just split the money.
you don't want it? Even if you don't use it as a business, it's still a property. You could use it as a home. You could do whatever you want with it, really.
Chobu starts weeping.
Oh, hey, what's wrong, buddy?
Eve like pats his back.
Chobu can't go back.
What? To Neverwinter? Why not?
I don't trust Chobu.
What? Don't trust you? Who doesn't trust you?
The city, they evicted me.
What?
They They said I had to either sign another contract or else I had to leave.
He puts around his shoulder. Sign another. Who? Who in the hell's evicted you for? Why? Eh.
And why? Because Shobu's Shobu. You can't trust an imp, right?
Anyone who thinks that is daft. You've been one of the most trustworthy people I've known. You've risked your lives for us on multiple occasions. Anybody who believes that is just foolish. And they clearly don't know you very well. But still,
Shobu still can't go back.
did they evict you from the whole city? Nobody has the jurisdiction to do such a thing. If that city is your home, it's your home.
What about that Lord guy?
Hmm.
You do
Well-
that?
Question. What are we talking about here?
Sorry, DM. I would that part I don't remember. So yeah, it was under Lord Neverember's. Yeah, he's the only one who can make a decision like that.
Well, you did just accept a very dangerous mission from it and completed your task with flying colors in very quick order. So I think he owes you quite a favor after such a thing.
I was hoping maybe buy my way back in the city one day.
Oh. Shilbu, is that what you've been saving up for?
I mean, retirement in general, but yeah, that mostly.
He kind of rubs his shoulders. Well, now you've got your own property. A deed was fairly given to you. The Lord of Neverwinter owes you a favor. I think you'll be all set just as you are now. No further saving necessary. And if he refuses, we'll be right there to back you up. We can give first-hand accounts of your heroic deeds here. Your selfless nature in protecting everyone that you care about. He's not going to keep you out of your... Right, guys?
Yeah, just for just taking yourself to the dragon's nose that one time, I think you ought to be able to go back.
You see a stick come out of Veritas, and with a little appendage thing, point up the stick, and a goes up in the air as a bright red-colored flare kind of shoots up into the sky as he uses his wand of pyrotechnics. We together.
Sounds like we have business in Waterdeep anyway, so we can deal with this later. Thanks, guys.
Eve gives him a big hug.
We got your back, buddy.
So,
Excuse me, sorry.
at this heartfelt moment, the night continues on. Unless anyone has something else, and have a long rest.
Veritas would spend his time with Chelavi and work on his shape-shifting.
We could get started, but you do need sleep. And today was a busy day.
I feel for iron. The Veritas kind of like goes a bit limp as he realizes that he has overworked himself quite a bit.
There'll be plenty of time later.
I feel like Jello.
She will take you to thinking about it and realizing there's not really a place to take you other than one of the rooms.
Virgil had a room, right?
Virgil did have a room. And yeah. She'll take you to Virgil's room, which has remained unoccupied. Is there anything else?
Eve would, after a little bit of downtime, ask around as to the location of Veritas. And upon learning it, would knock on his door.
Chelavi answers it. Hello, Eve.
Hi, Chelavi. Had a quick favor to ask of Veritas. I know it's been a long day, but it won't be long.
Then ask it. As she opens the door wide for you to come in.
Hey, Veritas, how are you doing?
My body feels wobbly.
He's still in sword form.
If you can call it that.
Yeah, well, no wonder it's been quite a day. She'll kind of like sit cross-legged on the floor.
Listen, I had a question. You can reach out to people's minds from quite a distance away, can't you?
Even other planes, maybe?
Even other planes. There's someone that I'd like you to try and contact for me if you would.
Yeah, I need to know their names.
Well, his name is Torbund Harkett. And, she will stand up briefly, and he looks, just about like this. And she will play a quick little tune on her viol and cast Minor Illusion. And standing next to her is a halfling man just slightly taller than her, with the same pale ginger hair but streaked with gray. A very kind-looking face.
What is the message you would like to send?
Well, tell him it's from me. Tell him that there's a danger of someone very powerful named Still Habity coming to the city, and I think he's after the statues. And if you have time, if you have the space, let him know that I miss him very much. Actually, strike that last part. That's not as important. Tell him to let Mom know. She'll know what to do.
He is after the statues, you said?
Yes.
Tell Mom about it. Okay. And Veritas will cast Sending on the target Torben Harkett. And the voice that comes through sounds as close to Eve's voice as possible.
Ooh.
I would like a charisma check.
Of course. Can it be a performance?
This is
Or-
not for your performance. This is for if the spell goes off.
Really interesting.
You are not familiar with the creature you're targeting.
Okay. And there's no additional thing because I know what he looks like?
I'm letting you get the spell off with his name and face, potentially.
Okay.
The spell goes off. And with your normal form of communication being that of a psychic nature, you can imitate Eve pretty dang close.
I am sending a message. There is a danger. That his name's Still Havity. He is after the statues. Tell Mom about it. She'll know what to do. Do I get any sort of reply back?
I'm thinking about his reply. I'm also thinking about his voice. Not sure how I want to do that.
Sorry.
Um. I don't know why you sound like my daughter. But I will carry this message nonetheless.
That's the end of his message.
Can I have your name?
I can't reply back, right? Because it's
Right,
like
you would
if
have
I say something.
you would have to cast again.
Okay. Veritas cast sending again.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Hello?
in the spell it says the creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes you of the sender if it knows you. It doesn't know you, so it doesn't know who you are, and
All right.
he is married to someone of prolific magic ability. He
All right.
would be familiar with this spell.
Casting it again. Do I have to roll again?
With advantage, since you already established communication.
All right.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Veritas. I've been traveling with Miss Eve for a while. She asked me to send a message.
Rather ironic of a name. But I will have my wife confirm this. For your own sake, I hope you're truthful. And that's the end of the message.
Message said,
Ah, thank you. Did it get through? Did he say anything?
yeah,
Well, what did he say?
She's like bouncing.
he said I sounded like you, and who am I? I said, hi, I'm Veritas.
Oh, buddy, you tried to sound like me?
Well, you said to send a message, so
I told you to tell him that it was from me. Oh boy. Yeah, he probably didn't like that too much. Did you mention that I missed it? No, I told you not to say that. That's okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
he also said my name's ironic.
Yeah, he would. Don't take it personally.
Eve, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Ah! Oof.
And then with the modifiers, that is a -1.
Huh?
Are there additional modifiers to this spell?
What is happening?
Eve, you receive a message in your head. And you know it is from your mother. Eve? Your father just received a message from someone named Veritas, claiming he knows you, and invoked the name Stillhavity.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Ah, Mom, it's so good to hear your voice. Yes, he's a good friend of mine. And Stillhavity is a very powerful figure we've been dealing with. I think he's after the statues. He's going there. Be careful.
Are you certain its name is Stillhavity? And even so, he is locked away.
That's what he called himself. Who is he? He seems to be trying to come back. He's intangible at the moment, though, I think.
You get another message. Too complicated to explain on ascending. I will get in touch with you later.
Yes, please. That would be wonderful. I miss you guys.
And a feeling you didn't realize you were experiencing until it left. For a moment there, you thought you were being watched.
I have exactly one third level spell slot. Wait, it's second level. Yeah, I will cast See Invisibility.
You cast See Invisibility just in time to see a little scrying sensor disappear.
Well, that was interesting.
Looks back at Veritas.
Thank you again. She got in contact with me. My mom, I mean. Not my dad.
He can't really do that.
But, that favor means the world to me. Anyway,
Kind of like stands up and dusts herself off.
we should all get some rest. It's been a long day. Have a good night, you guys.
Goodbye, Miss Eve.
Hurries out of the room.
All right. Last call before long rest.
No, you're okay. It seems like we're probably going to be traveling soon. On the fence about this, but
And technically,
yeah,
it's up to you.
true. Yeah, we're gonna have more conversations. Apparently, Bosch is going to knock on Eve's door.
There is
Miss Eve, are you up?
there is a significant pause before you hear shuffling and the door opens.
Ah, yeah. What's up, Bosch? Everything all right?
Yeah, things are okay. I'm confused. I know you're real good at talking to people. Are you all right?
Am I all right? Sure. I mean, out of everyone, I probably have the least to deal with. You know.
Okay, just I don't know. Like I said, I'm just kind of confused. Can I come in?
Oh, sure. Of course. Come on in.
I'll go ahead and close the door. It's like I don't feel like I've gotten some mixed messages from people, and I don't really know what they mean. And one thing that was real confusing just happened just now, where that lady who helped us with the fight, Thornton, she was saying some weird stuff. She wanted me to help them with the mining exchange. She needed strong, strapping people, but not for mining. I don't know what she was talking about. But yeah, I don't know that I want to get involved with that. But more confused about lady who owns the Lion Shield Coster, Greywind. Actually, DM, I have to make sure that I'm getting my facts straight. It was Ms. Greywind who I was wrestling, right?
Yes.
Okay. So she beat me in the wrestling match, and I'm sure you'd remember that.
Of course.
Then afterwards, she said she wanted to give me the prize anyway, and she asked me to come visit. I just don't know what she's talking about. I mean, it seems like we're going to be leaving pretty soon, so it seems like either time to visit or time to decide not to do that.
Do I have to make an insight check on this information?
You may do so with advantage.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh boy.
Awen was definitely more subtle. Thornton was a straight up cougar.
How old are these people?
Hmm?
How old are these? I was under the impression that Ms. Greywind, at least, was, like, older?
She was, I believe she's in either her late 30s or early 40s.
Okay.
Thornton, on the other hand, is like late 20s, early 30s.
Okay.
Bosch is looking at you with puppy dog eyes, like, I'm so confused. What's going on?
Oh boy. Eve kind of, like, rubs her chin and rubs her face for a second and is like, well,
It sounds to me, Bosh, like you've got multiple ladies in this town hitting on you. Which, quite an impressive feat.
Thanks, I guess? So what do I do?
Well, I don't know. What do you want to do? Want to hang out with these ladies? Are you interested in them at all? We're on a bit of a tight schedule, so it's up to all of us what we want to do, but we might be leaving soon, so if you want to take them up on anything, sooner rather than later is probably the best.
Okay. Man, I feel like I just met him, especially. Oh. Especially Miss Thornton. When I said hi, at first I thought she was being mean and brushing me off.
Oh boy. I'm not good at this sort of thing. I don't know what to tell you, Bosh. It's up to how you feel, really.
Oh. You know what? I think it's more fair to them if we're going to be leaving. Guess I don't do anything. I want to make them sad that, them think that I feel something and then let's go.
Oh. Eve kind of like pats you on the arm. You're a good guy, Bosh.
Well, if we ever come
Thanks.
back here, there's always that.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, what we do is dangerous. I mean, might not come back.
That's always a
I
possibility.
hope we do, but well, then I hope we can go up and at least meet your folks. Sounds like you miss them.
Huh. Oh boy, do I. I didn't realize how much until... Anyway, that would be great. I would love for you guys to meet them, but... honestly, I don't know if it's a good idea to... We still have Virgil to think about. He's still languishing away in a dungeon somewhere. We don't even know what his state of being is.
I'm pretty worried about him.
I think
Oh.
that still Habity is very dangerous. Especially if he's trying to do what I think he is. But I warned my family. Thanks to Veritas's help. My dad is extremely wise and smart, but not very powerful. But my mother, I think she'd be more than a match for just about anyone, really, sort of. Not the biggest on fighting, but she can outsmart just about anybody in this world. So, while I miss them very much, I'm not too worried about Waterdeep right now. I'm more worried about our friend.
Yeah, I hope we can help Chilbu. Sounds like he wants to go back, but well, we can talk to Lord guy. I think I mean, we've done a lot already. I think they owe it to us.
I think you're right. They absolutely do. And if they don't, we'll make them see that they do.
Okay. This stuff is a lot more confusing than just big things. Your job is hard.
My job. Appreciate you saying that, Bosch, but you've probably got the hardest job in this bunch.
I do all right. I think I'm suited for it.
Can say that again.
Right. Well, thanks. That's helped me out. I need to. I think I need to go back to my room.
Okay. Glad to help. I'm not the best at that sort of thing, but if you ever need advice about anything, I'm here for you.
Sell yourself short. You're really good with advice.
Pretty easy to do. She kind of waves a hand over her head to indicate her height.
All right. All right.
All right. Jason, do you have anything for Chilbu?
My guess is on the way to Miss Eve's room, Bosch planted a unconscious, snoring Chobu in his bed to let him get some rest.
All right. Ellen, all settle down for a long rest after having a roller coaster of a day. From worrying to having some fun at a festival to a battle that, if you guys weren't there, would have gone very poorly for the people of Fandelver. But you do all find rest, knowing that you have saved many lives yet again. And Miss Eve, you have a dream.
Huh.
My little bookworm, is that you?
Mom?
Yes, it's me. You see her in your dream.
Dream Eve immediately attempts to run over and tackle her.
You do so. It is very good to see you.
Oh, Mom, you've got no idea how good it is to see you too. Oh, I've been having a hell of a time. But anyway, that's not important. Like I said, still Havity.
is heading to Waterdeep, from what I understand. From what he said, anyway.
Right. And you claim to have seen him?
Ah, yes. Quite up close and personal. Unfortunately.
Show me.
Ah. Eve steps back and looks self-conscious for a moment, and then attempts to cast Minor Illusion in her dream.
How confident are you?
Not very. In her mom's presence, not very.
It falters a little bit. We're in a dream. Simply will it to be, and it shall.
Right. Silly me. Alright. Once more.
She will focus very hard on
Right.
the image of the guy.
And you are confident?
Slightly more so. Since it's not a spell.
Alright. You conjure the image of the pale tiefling. Right. Eve, this is... You are right. This is a very dangerous person. Well, being, rather.
Yeah, I'll say.
And she will give a hurried account of everything that she has seen from this person so far.
So... It is a projection, then.
Maybe a projection that can bleed. And something very strange seems to be happening in the ethereal around him as well. Almost like it's avoiding him.
Well, it's because it's a hole. The hole that goes to where he actually is. He is trapped in the far realm, but he appears to have found a way to project himself and interact. Albeit it seems he can only interact with things of the soul.
That explains some things. Oh, she did not mention his attempts to form a soul contract, by the way.
Okay. This is quite troubling. But even if he does manage to spill blood on the statues, he won't be able to control them. The enchantments on them keep them protected.
Are you sure, Mom? He seems pretty confident.
I am sure. I have seen the enchantments myself.
Ah, that's good.
No, if he... The only way he could gain control is if he could somehow coerce the Open Lord. Or perhaps you said that when the dagger struck the dragon, its soul was ripped out?
Yes, that's what it seemed like. And that's what it sounded like from his smug little monologue afterwards.
he would probably be going after the Open Lord. Steal her soul.
Ah.
Of course, that or to that, the Open Lord is no pushover. I'm not even sure if there is a mortal alive that could take her on. I mean, maybe Mordenkainen by himself, but even that's a far-off chance.
I don't know if brute force is this guy's style. He seems more of the wit and cleverness variety. He's very persuasive as well.
Yes, that would be a side effect of the domain he inherited.
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna warn them?
I will talk to the Blackstaff. She would also be in danger. And would also have the ability to speak with the Open Lord. But you say that he seems to have taken an interest in all of you.
Yeah, seems like it.
She also has not mentioned Veritas and his connection to him.
Have you mentioned Shelavi?
Yeah.
If you claim to be traveling with one of his own, why do you tolerate it?
Well, she's saved my life on multiple occasions. In that last battle, she fought by our side, even though she could have chosen to stand by him instead. I don't know if I trust her completely. I know you taught me better than that, but she hasn't done anything to harm us directly. And honestly, she seems quite powerful. So if she wanted to, I think she'd have an easy go of it.
I would still keep an eye on her.
You got it way ahead of you.
And as for his attention on you, well, once he has someone's attention, he probably won't do a whole lot unless he has their attention back. After all, that's why he told you Waterdeep.
Yeah, he seems to have quite a flair for the dramatic. Well, now that you know, I feel a lot more comfortable. We have something else very important that we need to take care of. Do you think you guys will be okay?
We will do what we can, and I will mobilize as much as I have access to. But I have the sinking suspicion that he will merely prepare until you arrive.
So the longer we stay away, the bigger a problem it gets. Is that it?
Yes.
Then
And
we'll be as
after your defeat of him today, he will likely adjust his strategy.
what a mess. But one of our friends is potentially dying as we speak. We have to go after him. Honestly, I'm not even sure we're gonna make it back from that.
Where are
What
you?
happens if... Huh?
Where are you going?
Oh, just to the main castle in Silver Rock to bust our friend out of the dungeon of the ruling lord.
Your friend was kidnapped by Kench?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a long story.
I would imagine. As your mother, I'd ask you not to go, but I've seen that look in your eye.
Yeah. I have to. I couldn't do anything when he was taken. I have to do something now.
All right.
Got any advice for me, Mum? I'm sorely in need of that lately.
I would not recommend a direct confrontation. Avoid a fight as much as you can. And see if you've done a great favor for Lord Neverember. Perhaps you could ask him for assistance.
That's a good idea. Worth a shot. Thanks.
I will see if I can do anything for you, but I will likely have my hands full trying to speak with the Blackstaff and the Open Lord.
Of course. Kinda like pats her on the arm. Don't worry about me. I'll handle myself. As long as you're taking care of our home. That's all that matters.
I can do nothing but worry for you.
I know I'm not the most capable myself, but I'm in good hands. I've got some very great friends.
Not capable? You just told me that you have been surviving and succeeding against a dragon, against Instability and his forces. Those are things that I would not expect of even our top student here at the academy.
Thanks,
I always knew that you had a knack. But you're exceeding even my high expectations. I can't even begin to tell you how proud I am of you.
Thanks, Mom.
She will give you a hug.
Eve hugs her back very tightly.
You're so smart. I know you're going to save your friend. And I know that you're going to make it back all right. But I'm your mother, and it's my job to worry.
I know. Thank you. I'll do my best to keep making you proud.
Yes. Also, I do apologize. I attempted to scry on you when your father...
Oh, thank goodness.
Yes, that was me. Well, when someone sends a sending spell to your father and then tells me about someone named Veritas...
Yes, don't worry about that. He's one of my very good friends. In spite of his
You
little...
didn't mention him.
Oh, well, I guess I didn't really mention any of my friends in detail. She does like a brief description of them all, while being relatively vague about Veritas.
I look forward to meeting them. They all sound wonderful and friendly. And I'm glad that you have been able to make such good friends.
Ooh, so am I. Don't know where I'd be without them. I'll come home as soon as I can, okay?
I'll be here. I'm going to miss you, my little bookworm.
I'll miss you too, Mom. Tell Dad hi for me and I love him.
I'm certain he reciprocates.
And tell him I haven't lost his books yet. Came real close once.
You'll be very glad to hear that. It's always hard saying goodbye. So... Goodbye.
Good luck.
And to you. And the dream just fades into whatever dream you'd like. You will have a perfect memory of this conversation when you wake up.
Eve sleeps a little more peacefully.
And with that, you all wake up. A long rest completed, and a new day dawns. I imagine most of you, the ones not hungover, head down and have a nice breakfast. I would like a con save from Childu. See how bad it is. Alright. You were able to sleep off most of it. It's nothing too bad.
Now my save wants to watch my back, huh? Not when it's keeping my secrets, but... on the fucking morning after. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Safe.
This is the nature of dice.
You were able to. We'll say that you weren't able to handle this new alcoholic content, so you weren't able to drink enough where you would be so sick in the morning.
Makes sense. So, sober enough to remember all last night's conversations?
Up until you passed out.
Alright.
Mister!
Anyone?
I'm still here.
Hi.
I assume you want some help getting downstairs.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. Melody will take Veritas downstairs. To anyone who partakes, it is porridge, but bacon is provided. Porridge and bacon, because that's
Bacon
all they have.
porridge.
That's all they have here at the Stonehill for breakfast.
It's no wandering weasel.
Porridge is good still.
Veritas lets loose and he sticks his head into, or the tip of the blade into the porridge and slurps it up.
Still
You
eating.
know what?
So, Chelavi, do you just not eat?
I have no need to. Nothing beyond what I normally just get.
So are you saying he doesn't need to eat either?
Not as much as he does. But he seems to enjoy it, so why deny it?
I'd feel like if I didn't need to eat, it's kind of nice to do. I guess you're don't have the same experience. Just seems like something you don't need to do.
I usually only eat when I need to.
Hmm.
So I wonder, where are the lot of you going to head off?
Yeah. A long way to go. I mean, I don't know, what are we doing?
Well, he glances around. My mom is gonna hold down the forces Waterdeep. I don't think they're in too much danger. But we know someone who is. And we know somewhere we can get help. To help him. So, glances at Chobu. I think Neverwinter is our next stop. If that's alright with everyone.
Jobu has his plate of bacon and a little bit of side of porridge, and just kind of holding his head in his hands right now, and he'll shrug. It's kind of being a little quiet. It's got a lot to think about.
He kind of like bumps her shoulder into his. Hey, this is gonna be a good thing. We're gonna have a chance to set things right for you two while we're there.
She'll open one eye and look over at her and nod, and then go back to eyes closed, eating his bacon and porridge.
Pats him on the back. How about you guys? What do you think?
Yeah, I just want to be here for all of you, you know. Think whatever we all decide, I want to help out.
Veritas finishes forage.
Yeah. Yeah, need to help him.
Yeah. How about you, Chalavi? Do you think you're gonna be tagging along? I know this is kinda out of your way.
I do not have anything to do. Also, I told Veritas that I would teach him. And I also wouldn't mind getting a little bit of revenge on Silver Rock.
Yeah.
And the Kenches.
Oh,
Not
Am I-
not for Virgil, but for my kind, the ones that are like me.
because of what Lady Kench did with that poor soul that she carries around.
Yes.
Yeah, I think she has it coming.
Old lady, hey.
Well, I guess that settles that.
I suppose it does.
Okay. If we're decided on that, something I want to do real quick before we go. We're good, right?
Sure, of course, Bosch. Do what you need to do. Pats you on the arm.
Right. I will head out.
You head out, Bosch.
Yeah.
And where do you head to?
I'm going to check in quickly at the Lion Shield Coster.
All right. It's a bit early, so they're not quite open. But I assume you give it a knock on the door.
Yeah.
Right, you give a knock on the door. And you say, see, I am so bad with names. Like the worst.
Miss Greywind?
Yes, Greywind. God, I'm so bad with names.
Did we ever learn her first name?
Thing with an A, I think?
Lenin? I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. Lennon?
Yeah.
Danae? Nine?
I mean,
Grey Wind.
Lenine?
I recall saying to Nick on the Wednesday game, it's your universe. You get to decide how to pronounce it.
Which? Oh, are you talking about the
I was talking about Blathe. Her.
blade?
Lene,
Yeah.
because that actually rolls off my tongue
Yeah.
better.
Okay, Linne. Linne. Hey, sorry to bother you early.
It's
Can I
alright.
come in?
Of course. Coming in, Bosch.
I don't know if I'm making a big thing of this. Making a big thought out of this whole thing, but I don't know. I appreciated your invitation, and thought it was only fair to you to say, yeah, I appreciate it. I still think, you beat me fair and square. So yeah, that victory is yours. And, wanted to let you know we're taking off. My group and I, we have to leave. And,
Such is the
I
life
hope I
of
can
an
be back
adventurer.
someday. Yeah.
You eventually settle down.
Are you You talk like you'd been through this.
I was an adventurer once. But that was a while ago. I saw everything that I needed to see and decided to help others find what they needed to see.
Well, yeah, just wanted to say I didn't think it was fair to just go, not say anything. But like I said, I hope we're back sometime.
You're
Sounds like,
certain you don't want the belt?
Belt belongs to you.
Well,
Maybe next time they do something like that, maybe next time I'll win. Who knows? It's yours.
well, I look forward to next time then.
All right.
And I appreciate the goodbye. And I sincerely thank you for what you've done for our town.
I have the feeling you would do the same thing, just for somebody else.
Thank you.
Lennon, but see you soon.
Good luck, Bosch. I do hope to see you again.
All right. And I will leave.
Right, you leave. Do you go
I guess
anywhere else?
I'll go straight back to the
stone hill. And if the group is all still there around the table, I will come back in and I will just wink at Eve.
Eve gives you a thumbs up.
All right. Well, if there's nothing left to do, we should get going. The journey will take a couple of days.
Yep. Nothing like walking for getting where you're going.
Will we have, where's Tia?
Bosch, she was outside.
Okay, good. And also, I would be able to, even though I saw where Tia was, presumably,
Yeah, you saw her.
I would
You saw
hold
her.
up a finger. They're like,
She was over at the
go
shrine.
ahead. Oh, okay. Yeah. Then I will just say, yeah, she's outside, and we can just pick her up on the way.
Okay.
All right. You find Tia at the shrine. There. Well, I suppose if you do your trick again and turn into another sword, I might be able to carry all of you. Yeah. Although I do apologize, Chilbu, if you were to.
Chilbu's already tying himself in the harness.
Right. And Veritas, you lost weight, right?
And the Veritas turned into a tiny dagger, and then you hear, "Yes, that's right."
Oh.
He is aware that his voice doesn't need to get higher pitched when he gets smaller, right? Like, this is all psychic inflections.
I think it's just one of those things. Just roll with it. It's fine.
I guess. Chalabi will approach Miss Eve. May I... Amy and Veritas share a space in your sheath?
Oh, of course. Absolutely. Oh, Eve will take her rapier that she had taken back and kind of be like, can I stuff this back in the bag if you don't mind?
Chilbu holds the bag open.
Thank you. Carefully puts it in.
You'll notice that Chalabi also won't hiss, but will just kind of eye the bag.
Thanks, Chilbur. Sorry, guys.
It's fine. And she will turn into a rapier on your side. And thus, just barely getting under the weight threshold for a dragon wormling. And you all...
Or Tia.
You all take off into the sky. Let me think about how long this would take. Tia travels... She'll be going double speed. So you would, I think you would need to take a long rest before getting to Neverwinter, but only shortly before, I think.
We could stop at the Dragon Barrow and see if there are any more cool ghosts.
Oh, do we have to go back there?
Is what it's.
We do not have to go back there.
It's 25 miles normally, right? I think.
Oh, I've never done big destinations like that. I just kind of ballpark it.
I'm pretty sure it's 25 miles for a normal day. And
We want to do a beach episode on the way.
No, that sounds about right.
Veritas can get us some food.
you could stop at the beach.
Killer episode!
All right. You fly off towards Neverwinter and away from Phandalin. That is where we will end tonight's episode. Show. Thing.
All right.
Session. That's the word I'm looking for.
Good game.